YouTube's up. Don't say anything bad about anybody. YouTube's up and running. Trying to start Facebook.
You know what's crazy? This song right here is featuring Godzilla, AP Lucci.
Hey, we recording. What's up, man?
Fake friends, yes, I got a kid to around me. Latex, when I'm in that pussy, I be drowning. Chilling with my brothers in the jungle, getting rousing. Filling up that wood full of good, keep me grounded. This ain't what you want. Any, meeny, mighty, mo, which hoe I want. Yes, I'm about to take him home. Baby, yes, I'm him. I don't give a damn. Live my life like Sims. 20s on the rims. On the block, we speed racing. Yes, I got the weed in the lean. Let the dream chase it. I should be signing McNeil. I'm a dream chaser. I'm just being really niggas fake in these hoes basic. Bet I think that I'm playing rockstar status when I hop in the clutch.
Okay, y'all up on
Everything. Say everything. Let me turn this up for you then. It's only low cause we live in TikTok Nation.
Yeah, that
Welcome
shit go
back
hard,
to
bro.
the
You said YN is his name?
YWL.
YWL?
Yeah.
I like that nigga. That nigga go hard.
YWL. He been on here before if I got his music like that cause
That
you
go
part
hard,
of
nigga.
the part of the OKC list. That's part of the OKC list.
Yeah, that shit sound like some coastal shit right there, bro.
Some coastal.
Yeah,
You talking about Flint
Uh-huh.
Said it's out there. Don't say nothing bad. Yeah, Pops.
Oh yeah, don't say nothing bad, Pop.
Don't say nothing bad.
You already on YouTube? I mean not YouTube, Big Go.
I'm not yet.
Yeah, don't say nothing bad, Pop.
Don't say nothing bad, Pop. Yeah, we ain't on Big O yet.
How you do, baby?
Yeah, man. Big O ain't here yet. This song is the
That's the shit.
Is the truth.
It's got its own little vibe.
Is the truth. Like, I'ma turn that down. I'ma turn that down.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back to the Durka Durka PodCast, y'all. We gonna turn that down. Hey, as a matter of fact, we gonna turn it up just a tad little bit.
Yeah, he got a nice little vibe, man.
Hey. All right.
Yeah. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Let's go.
I was wondering, where the audience go?
They wasn't. They wasn't there. I guess they came in late. Thank y'all for being late. Get on in.
Okay,
Y'all,
yeah, thank y'all. Thank y'all out there.
y'all came
Yeah.
in late,
Y'all
clapping
came
and
in
stuff,
late. I
man.
didn't see the sign. It's all right. It's all right.
Sit on down, y'all.
No doubt. Yeah, y'all enjoy yourself.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, welcome back, y'all. Welcome back to another Durka podcast. Show.
You know, man, it's always one of them dope ones we bring to y'all, man, representing for our city.
That's it, baby. Y'all make sure y'all go to that YouTube, Durka podcast. Daryl Mitchell on Facebook, DM Creations on Instagram, DDC4L on Big Go Live, and Dirty D85. Everywhere.
TikTok, we over here too, man. I think it's Durka Podcast on TikTok.
Durka podcast on TikTok.
Man, you know, they ain't getting the whole show.
They ain't
like
gonna get the whole show. They getting phrases, but it'll be all right.
You're going to get a little tab, man. But like I said, you got to go over to that YouTube, man. And while you're over there, go ahead and like and subscribe, man. Turn that noti on. Make sure you tapped in for the show.
Yep.
And if you want to tap in with me, you know, just jump in my inbox, man. You know.
Yeah, most definitely. We love comments. So leave comments. We feeling that. That's what's up.
We like
Before we start the show, we got to start the show like we start every show.
Mm-hmm.
So can I get an RIP to the Kiki?
RIP to the Kiki.
RIP to the Marky D.
RIP to Marky D.
RIP to the Tomcat.
RIP to the Tomcat.
And RIP to Scooter Boot.
RIP to our brother Scooter.
Yes, sir. Oh, and you know, it was, you know, we went and we had some bros that visited Marky D's grave, you know, yesterday. So big shout out to everybody that, you know, just keeping the memory alive, man.
Staying all the way tapped in.
Staying all the way tapped in for our bro, man. We can't forget about you, bro.
Man, and shout out to you. You a big part in keeping his name alive, man. I'm gonna give you your flowers right now.
Man, I appreciate you, bro. Hey, man, you gotta. Like I said, if you was gone, I damn sure be doing the same thing, bro. So.
Cause you keep us all tapped in with each other. I mean, shoot.
Shout out to Baby J too, then, cause I didn't know Baby J gave out my number to Mama Frida. So shout out to Baby J, man. He gave Mama Frida my number. She just started sending me pictures of his gravesite, and I was like, damn, man, that's really what's up. Like everybody keeping they, you know, his name revolving, and you know, everybody wrapping their wings around each other, man. So that's a blessing. Like I said, if I was gone, I would love to see this kind of dedication to make sure that I was, you know, my name was still circulated like that, man. That's awesome. We need to get together for March too for his birthday too, y'all. So
as always, man, you know we do that, man.
Yeah. But on today's Huddle Up, we're going to talk about the rise of these hate crimes in 2024, man. My brother kind of already brought it up. Like, every time election time get here, these hate crimes they skyrocket. So, you know, and I kind of labeled it bread and circus. So what is bread and circus? Bread and circus is the phrase that they used in ancient Rome. It was by a poet named Juvenal. He was in the second century AD. He used the phrase to describe common people's focus on their basic needs of food and entertainment while neglecting wider concerns, often used in political context, to describe government policies that appease the public with short-term solutions rather than excellence in public service. It implies that a population has become ignorant of or eroded its civic duty. The circuses in phrase refer to the free gladiator games that citizens could attend. In Rome, they had gladiators and chariot races. 2,000 years in the future, you have the NFL, you got the NCAA, you got the UFC, you got Netflix, you got social media, you got internet porn, you got video games, you got self-destructive music, you got self-destructive entertainment. Hell, even YouTube is a form of, you know, some quick dopamine hits. You know what I mean? So that just goes to show you. In America and in many countries in the world, warfare and mass destruction is widespread. America is legalizing drugs and gambling in recent years. We're literally observing the creation of an environment where people are enabled to get high all day long. When the government favors such motions, we ought to pay attention because they're generating the public approval by diversion and distraction. Right. So free bread and circus as entertainment given out by politicians in ancient Rome allow politicians to gain and keep themselves in power. So the saying goes, give them bread and circus and they will never revolt. And then we go on.
That's talking on all the stuff that they giving you, like the amenities.
It's distractions. Yeah. I mean, all your you know your social media, and they basically keeping like a certain narrative in you know in your memory bank. Basically, it's distracting you from all the shit that really matters, that truly matters. Basically, I mean, you can't focus on, you know, multiple things at one time. So the more I give you this bullshit, the more the less you're gonna be focused on the shit that actually matters. Like for instance, according to CivilRights.org, a cause for concern 2024, the state of the hate post, an alarming rise in hate crimes since 2014. Each of the last 4 presidential elections.
We not live on Facebook anymore either.
Oh,
No, we're not.
we
Yeah, we got technical difficulties. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
It's dying.
It's living.
All right, y'all. Well, we ain't on Facebook right now, but we on that damn YouTube and we on every other platform. So,
They know where they gotta go.
yeah, so y'all bear with us, man. Y'all just gonna get bits and snips and pits, today. Each of the last 4 presidential elections, I gotta look at Lil Man on that one because he called it before he even seen the notes.
Man, I see.
He seen it. He said exactly what's on the notes. I was like,
see.
God damn, did you see this shit before I started reading it?
Because I see.
Man, it's pretty good. Each of the last 4 presidential elections periods have shown an unmistakable pattern. Hate crimes increase during elections. While not all hate crimes and hate incidents are committed by white supremacists have become particularly active during the last 4 national elections. It says the trend of increased hate is expected to continue into the 2024 election, whether VP Harris wins or loses in the November election. Hate crimes have increased by more than 80% since 2015 through 2021. Was the highest year on record for reported hate crimes since the FBI began publishing the data in 1991. So, man, that just goes to show you since 1991, it's the highest it's ever been right now. The FBI reported a 14% increase in anti-black hate crimes from 2020 to 2021 that follows a 46% increase from 2019 to 2020. What's more disturbing is that these numbers are not the actual numbers because law enforcement agencies do not have to report any data on hate crimes to the FBI. So the numbers are like way higher than that. This is just the shit that's being reported. So we will never get the full picture. Even though the most recent data shows the highest number of the reported hate crimes on record, we never know what the reality, that we do know that the reality is way worse. And the USAtoday.com states that unlikely hate crime would decrease. It is unlikely that hate crimes will decrease in 2024, in part because every election since data collections began in the 1990s has seen an increase in hate crimes. A report from the Leadership Conference Education Fund, a national civil rights group, similarities found the FBI data shows an unmistakable pattern of reported hate crime spiking during the presidential elections and warned there are few, if any, signs that the tensions will lessen. According to justice.com or .gov, race and ethnicity hate crimes and incidents make up 52.5% of bias motivation categories for victims in 2023. So, man, 52.3%. And then, for instance, while we were sitting there and sharing memes about Diddy, and, allegedly, and then the freak out, so I guess I can't say allegedly no more. It's all over the news. Fuck it.
Yeah, it's there, man.
It's there, man. And the bulk orders of the Costco baby oil.
He said, I got it all. Let me get your stock in the back, too.
September the 6th, a student athlete is no longer enrolled at the Gettysburg College in Pennsylvania after a box cutter was used to scratch the N-word in another student's chest. It's unclear whether the thug was expelled or faced any disciplinary actions from the college. Jamie Yates, a spokeswoman from the college, told CNN she could only describe the student's status as no longer enrolled. Due to the student privacy laws, none of the students involved have been identified. But I can almost guarantee you that one was black and one was white.
Damn. Why you say it's mixed like that? How you know?
You know what I mean? Shit, what's the point of carving the N-word in the white man's chest? You know what I mean?
Shit, it ain't gonna be no black person.
You know what I'm saying? And then basically when they went and then interviewed the family, and the family pretty much is saying like we saying right now, like we want fucking action.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Don't forget about the little white kids at Carchi.
Was about the kids at the Carchi that was here?
Yeah.
The ones that was spelling out
Yeah, the N-word.
Wow.
It's all over. Right?
So what happened to them? Did you ever get any kind of no results? Oh, use your mic too, Pa.
No, they didn't say anything.
So they was allowed to go back to school and nobody noticed it. And
As far as I know, yeah.
the picture just went viral and that's it, huh? Another example, while we learned about Janet Jackson being unamused of the presidential candidate Harris and stating that she isn't black, We also had 21-year-old Javon McGee, who was found dead September 11th in a wooded area. A 911 caller and McGee's family said he was hanging from a tree. The Vance County Sheriff of Henderson, North Carolina, described him as having his back up against a tree and a rope around his neck. They're ruling it a suicide and stating that no foul play was suspected in McGee's death. So there's another one. And we also have, while the trial of slain rap young star, young Dolph was making headlines.
What?
Nah, I'm about to say, nah, I ain't shit. I don't know if he would probably make some local news though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
But
But still, I was gonna say.
yeah, you like what the fuck? Yeah, but now rap star Young Dolph made headlines. There was another black woman that was killed by the hands of another racist piece of shit, and her name was Heather Smith, 48. She was found shot to death in her home in Northwest Harris County in Houston, Texas. Smith was stalked and killed by 42-year-old Christopher Brazil. And again, y'all know that one is one color and one is the other color. So I ain't even got to spell that out for you. It says her family reports that she was a mother, a new grandmother, and a proud Prairie View A&M University alumni member. A petition has been growing for prosecutors to pursue the most severe charges to prevent the release and bond of the killer Christopher Brazil. I mean, these are just, I can go on and on and on. And like while we was talking about, Cardi B regaining her power, basically, what I'm saying, doing what she did to Offset. You know what I'm saying? We also had the September 24th execution of Marcellus Williams.
Let them know what that is.
Marcellus Williams, I actually seen some people like sharing his meme online. So that was like, at least like somebody was talking about it. It wasn't getting swept under the rug like all these other things that I was mentioning. But even though there is reliable evidence proving that he committed no crimes, the crime for which he was sentenced to death for, the state destroyed or corrupted the evidence that could conclusively prove his innocence. And the available DNA and other forensic crime scenes evidence does not match with him. There is too much uncertainty in this case to allow Mr. Williams to be executed. One prosecutor stated, especially when the victim's family believes that life without parole is the more appropriate sentence. So basically, they put a man to death, and he was just put to death here recently. And that basically they had all the evidence pointing that this man didn't have anything to do with the crime.
But he was black, and he fit they code.
Yeah, he fit the description, brother. So, and I heard that that's like the norm out there in Missouri. Like, they just gonna execute you just because.
Just because.
Yeah,
man,
they not even trying to get, they're not even trying to get you, out of that situation. They really just like pull the plug and say fuck it.
That sound like a sundown and a sun up town.
Yeah. I mean, where you just gonna get it coming and going, and it just ain't no way around it.
Yeah.
So basically, with the weight of this new evidence and the unreliability of the witnesses who testified against Mr. Williams, his conviction must be revealed to ensure that justice is truly served. And I think that this article came out before he was executed, but as we all know, he was executed anyway. So there you go. And then we also have stories like Tanisha Campbell, a 23-year-old mother that was in pretrial detention in Jackson County Jail in Brownstown, a small town in southern Indiana. She told staff that she was throwing up blood repeatedly. A jail officer went to her cell, examined that the vomit she didn't think was blood or didn't contain any blood, and left the woman. She was the only black woman in her unit battling racist slurs from fellow inmates. Her calls for help continued throughout the night and into the next afternoon. During the nearly 19 hours that she begged for medical help while vomiting blood, stumbling, falling, banging her head on the metal bed frame, wearing nothing but soiled underwear, and eventually dying on her jail cell floor, naked. Jail workers failed to bring her to a hospital. Some accused her of faking her illness, and she eventually died. So we didn't hear about that in the news. I mean, basically, man, it's just a continuing story that all of this shit is getting swept under the rug while we talk about nonsense.
Yeah.
Social media and
said all this stuff is happening at the same time as all this stuff about Diddy that's being floating around.
yeah, I mean, with Diddy and and the Rashidas and the Kirks and the Offsets and the Cardi B's, it's this shit is what's being blasted in the social media, outlets, rather than the shit that actually matters. There's people that's really out here getting tortured, getting beat, and this is really what the shit that we should be concerned about. I mean, hell, I didn't have any idea about the hate crimes being on the rise like they are, but that's what's going on right now, man. This is what's being swept under the rug. So while we sitting there talking about a bunch of bullshit, like Lil Wayne being in the Super Bowl, not being in the Super Bowl, I mean, it's the type of shit that we have it's the reality of it all.
I ain't cared about none of them.
I mean, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit either. But it's just like this is the reality of it, though. Like this is the shit that that most people ain't even thinking about, or I don't know, man. It's almost like you got people that kind of just want to like turn the blind eye because they want to be distracted. You ever thought about that?
Yeah.
Kind of like it's so much shit going on. I don't want to be basked in the negativity.
Or they just
it's just
like
easier
the way
for me
it
to,
is, and don't want to split away from that comfortable feeling of being took care of and the way that we know that they being taken care of.
right. I mean.